Students, welcome to the first session of Chapter 11, The Human Eye of Subject Science of Class 8th. Students, you know that eye is the most important part of our body. It is also a sense organ from six main sense organs of our body. You know that eye give us the sense of sight. It is the most important and perfect optical device that nature has given us. It is the eye that enables us to see the beauties and bounties of nature all around us. We know that it plays a very important and crucial role in our life. Our eyes are used in activities like reading, riding, driving, observing nature, and countless other ways. We have already studied the phenomenon of refraction of light and its role in the working of lenses. We have also studied about the nature, position, and relative size of images formed by different types of lenses. We also know that it is only when light from an object enters our eye that we are able to see that object. These basic ideas will help us to study about the human eye in detail. Look at the picture on your screen. You can see different parts of eye. In the first picture, eyelid, pupil, sclera and iris are present. In the second picture, that shows the internal structure of eye. It has more parts like retina, optic nerve, iris, lens, ciliary body, sclera, etc. And we are going to study about functions of these parts of eye one by one. The human eyeball is nearly spherical in shape with a diameter of about 2.5 centimeter. Light enters the eye through a transparent curved tough front surface that is known as cornea. Look at the picture given on your screen. It is the curved front surface of the eye. It is whitish in color, means white of the eye is called cornea. Its main function is protection of eye, or it is a protective layer for the eye. The space behind it is filled with a liquid called aqueous humor. Next part is iris. Behind the cornea, a dark colored muscular diaphragm is present that is called iris. It is responsible for characteristic color of the eye. Look at the pictures given on your screen. You can see blue colored eye and brown colored eye. This is because of iris. You can see iris that is present in the eye. So this is, you can check your color of your eye by the color of iris. And its other function is it regulates entry of light into the eye. Because you know that eye is able to see only when light reflected from the object falls on your eyes. So it plays a very important role in functioning of eye. Next part of eye is pupil. Pupil is a small circular aperture in the center of iris. It is black in color. Why it is black? Because no light can be reflected from it. Its size is self-adjustable as iris regulate amount of light entering according to the requirement by changing size of pupil. Students, you must have observed that whenever you come from bright light into a dim light room, then your eyes they widen up. This is the pupil that gets enlarged and that help pupil to allow more light to enter into the eyes so that you are able to see the objects in the dark room. And like that, in bright light, the pupil contracts. It is the self adjustment of the size of pupil that not only protect the interior of eye from excessive brightness but also improve its image forming ability. So pupil and iris, they together help to regulate amount of light entering into the eyes according to the requirement. Next part is eyeless. This eyeless, it is very important part. Why? Because the light enter the eye, it is focused by the eye lens, and eye lens, it is convex in nature, means it is convex lens, and it is made up of transparent crystalline layers. It is harder at its middle and gradually become softer towards its edges. The eye lens is held in its position by ciliary muscles. This is the eye lens that makes image of the object seen by eye on a screen called retina. Next part is ciliary muscles. You know that eye lens, it is held in its position by ciliary muscles. These help in changing curvature and focal length of eye so that you can see nearby as well as far off objects clearly. Look at the diagram that is given on your screen. In the first diagram, it is a close focus of flower. When ciliary muscles contracts, suspensory ligaments relax and lens gets thicker and you can see nearby object. And when the object is very far away, then ciliary muscles, they relax and ligaments tighten and pull on the lens so that it gets thinner and you can see far off object clearly. So ciliary muscles, they not only hold eye lens but also help you to see nearby as well as far off objects clearly. Next part is retina. Retina is the screen of the eye, means the image formed by eyelids, it is formed on the retina and it is a light sensitive screen, and the image formed on this retina is real, inverted and small in size, and it has a number of light sensitive cells called photoreceptors. Light sensitive cells means they become active in light only. These light sensitive cells are called rods and cones or rods and cone cells. They have different function. Rod cells, they respond to amount of light energy and they become active in dim light. It means rod cells help you to see in even in dim light, and cone cells, they respond in bright light only and they become active in bright light and they are responsible for color vision. So this is the difference between rod cell and cone cell, that rod cells, they help to see you in dim light, whereas cone cells help us to see different colors. There is an activity given in your book to demonstrate how light sensitive cells respond to low and dim light condition. For this, what you have to do, you have to take collection of objects that look almost identical, means of same size. You can take caps of different colors of cold drink bottles. First, work in bright room and separate out the caps into piles of similar colors, means the caps of bottle should be of different color and you have to count the number of caps of each type and mix them together after doing counting. Now turn off most of the light so that room is only very dimly light up. Again try to separate out the caps into similar colored piles. Turn on the lights and look at the results. count the number of errors made by you. Mix up the lot once again, because the light is dim, so you can combine the caps of different colors. You can get confused in dim light, means you will not be able to see colors clearly in dim light. And next time, again you mix the lot once again, then dim the lights again after waiting for 7 to 10 minutes. Again try to separate the caps in the same dim light condition. Switch on the lights and again count the error. What do you observe? This time the errors are less in number, because light sensitive cells, they get time to become active in dim light conditions. You know that rod cells, they become active in dim light. In the second situation, you have taken 7 to 10 minutes to become your rod cells active. So in the second case, the errors are in limited number. Now you have to answer the questions, and you have write to answers of these questions in your rough notebook. Question number 1. Write functions of the following parts of eye: cornea, iris, pupil, retina, eyelids, and ciliary muscle. Question number 2. Draw label diagram of human eye. That's all for today, students. Thank you and have a nice day.